time, so you know I came live. Why? Because I need to do more live. I need to talk to my audience. What's going on, guys? Anyway, let me put on my glasses. Just want to talk about the weird things going on in society. People acting weird, government acting weird. Everybody is just acting a little special, you know? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a good thing that people just do them? Basically just do them, you know? They don't care about their neighbors. They don't care how you feel. They don't even care about their kids. People just dumping these kids, dropping them wherever. Things are just out of whack. You know, like what's going on out here, you know? That's what I'm trying to figure out, you know? So basically today I just came here. I just came from lunch and this just popped in my system, you know? One of the things you want to do, guys, is just pay attention out here, you know? Just pay attention to the environment that you're in. Watch how people act these days. Just sometimes that's why it's good to just be quiet and pay attention to your surroundings. So you could kind of like read the room and see what's going on outside of yourself, you know? You know, if you're at work, like people are just like acting like it's so different now. Am I the only one? Like if you're at work, it's like people think that work is like play, you know? They don't understand that you go to work to get your money and go home. That's what you go to work for, not a social gathering. It's definitely not the country club. You know what I mean? And even at work, your boss, like, let's just go there for a minute. Your boss is acting weird. Your boss is acting like a child. Your boss is acting like they're your friends, but they're really not. They're just trying to fill you out. You know what I mean? Sometimes, guys, when you're at work, you can't just act like you're outside. You can't act like they are your friends because there's things in the policy, in the handbook, that it could really cause some legal issues. Okay? It could really cause some legal issues. So please, when you go to work, work is work. Okay? Work is work. Watch the people that try to gang stalk you at work. Yeah, it's such a thing. Let me move over here a little bit. Have some time. You do have gang stalkers at work, you know. They just waiting for the perfect opportunity to get all up in your space. Even though you don't talk to them, you know, they're just waiting for the right opportunity. They are watching you from afar, and I mean they're watching you. All right, they're just waiting for the opportune moment when everybody else, something happens. Maybe you do something, you know, you made a mistake on one of your projects or whatever it is, or you are getting congratulations for something, and they're just ready to jump in there. They're just waiting for the perfect opportunity. So I need you guys to be careful out here. It's just like a different world. When you're out here in the streets walking around, you need to be careful. Be very mindful of what's going on around you. A lot of us, like I said, this is weird. Before, people used to just actually walk and pay attention to where they're going. Now everybody's walking with their cell phone like this. You know, not paying any attention. Even the children do it as well because, of course, they're picking up characteristics of their parents. And it's just like very weird, you know. A lot of weird things going on out here, you know. And everybody is like in this flight mode. You know what I mean? It's like every man for themselves. I don't care about the next person. I don't care. You cannot just care about you. We are all in this together. You understand? We're all in this together. You know? You need people. Although people say, oh, I don't need nobody. I don't need no man. I don't need no woman. I don't need no friends. I don't need this. It's good. You could be by yourself and everything. But I think it's Genesis 18. It's not good for men to be alone. We were not meant to be in this place alone. All right? Yes. We need time. We're not meant to be here alone. Loneliness kills. Oh, by the way, did you see yesterday I put on my page about, I put up several different apps that could help people looking for work or looking for money. And it's so weird these days where back in the days people used to wave, say now, people are so lonely, you could actually pay someone to be your friend. I think that is pretty, I'm not going to say pathetic, but I think it's pretty sad that people have to do that. Pay, excuse me, someone to be a friend. Pay someone to be nice to them. Then why would you want that? Because it's not authentic. Why would you want somebody to do that? You know, well, I think with all these shows, like I don't even know which goes. What is it? 90 Day Fiance, and different things like that. Let me just do a disclosure right now. This is just my opinion and my opinion alone. Okay, guys. My thing is, 90 Day Fiance. You can know nobody really in 90 days to just go get married to a stranger like that, and then that's why there's so much divorce in this place. You know, high divorce rate. You just get married for the wrong reason. You know, people are so lonely and so desperate out here. Come on, guys, step back. I think you should step back just a little bit and gather your thoughts. It's just, I don't know why people are scared to, like I said, it's good. It's not good to be alone, right? But sometimes you have to learn how to be by yourself, be in your own thoughts, look in the mirror. You know what I mean? You still have to have some me time. I was looking at a show this morning. I forgot that lady's name. I think her name is Kelly something. She used to have Brian Seacrest on her show. Now her husband is hosting a show with her. That is so, I guess people say that's good, but when you work with your husband, see him at home, he's with you 24 hours a day. Listen, you still need that me time. You understand? You need to be able to go get your nails done. Go maybe even have lunch with yourself. You need to not be with somebody 24 hours a day. All right? That's not good either, because you need breaks separate. You need to know yourself separately from being around each other 24 hours a day. So it's just a lot of weird things going on out here. A lot of weird things. I just see that, and it's just so disgusting that people just really don't care about their fellow human beings. Weird. You know, when I was growing up, we could not, as students, go to school, fight teacher, curse teacher out, because the moment your parents will always tell you, don't let the teacher have to call me. The parents that I had. But now, the kids are going to school, challenging the teacher, beating up the teacher, not listening to the teacher. It's like a social gathering. And that's not what school is supposed to be. I feel like if you don't want to go to school, to kids in school that want to learn, that are getting distracted because you have people there that just want to waste time. It's just horrible. Like, just a lot of weird behavior I see going on out here, you know. The weirdest one though is they are trying to normalize like the side chick. They normalize her side chick, side dude, as there's this glorious fantasy, and they put the wife like garbage, the husband like garbage, and it's so backwards, like what's going on in society now. And if this is like the road that society is taking, it's really sad. What's going to happen to the future? Because right now it's dictating what the future is going to be. And then your kids, people don't think. Your kids is looking at your action. Your kids are looking at of what's going on, and they're gonna follow suit. They're gonna follow you. They're gonna follow your lead as parents. You know what I mean? They need to have a guidance. You know, they need to have somebody to say, okay, this is the model. All right? A decent role model, actually. You know, I always go back to the whole Yul Edochie case, like this African Nigerian actor that he just picked up and left his family. This is the weirdest thing now. His he picked up a second wife, right? And the 16-year-old son passed away, and then this morning I'm watching them, and they saying that, guess what he did in Nigeria? I don't know if this is all of Africa, but in Nigeria, when you have like a first daughter, you name her Ada, the first daughter. So now his 16-year-old son died, and he's using Ada, the first child from the second, with him from the second wife. He gave the son that died, he inserted that name with that baby, that new baby from the second wife, which is so weird, you know, because you guys already know, when you're a narcissist, you discard your entire, you have double life, right? So you discard. Once the first family is getting discarded, the second family is being love bombed. So that whole first family is being discarded, and now the second family is being love bombed. So it's just like throw away this family and let's just start over here. Same kind of like action, same kind of thing, but you just put up a brand new family. I mean, it's so weird, the weird things that goes on out here in society. And the sad thing is that people think is normal. I'm just coming here to tell you guys just a little bit of things that I see going a little cuckoo out here in society. Another thing is, did you guys see Elon Musk? I was looking at something on Facebook where he has these robot kind of like wife. I guess that's his new invention. I don't know. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, so you can't take care of a real human being woman, and now you want to have a AG wife? Like, it's. I know people think it's funny. People in IT, they love stuff like that, but it's just so demonic, and it's just like, it's just not a good thing where the future is going. And like, when you really just take a time out to look what's going on and how where Earth is going right now, it's just crazy. It's just really insane. In New York, they have like a AG dog um going out in society, like he's like the new police then. You know what I mean? My thing with that is, what happens when this AI robotic dog, are they gonna give them access to shooting and stuff like that? What if they malfunction? You know, like, listen, I like technology and stuff like that, but I think it's just going way too far. The whole money situation, I really do think that we still need to give the option of cash. You know what I mean? We should not only just depend solely on like internet, because the internet breaks down. What happens if the internet breaks down? You can't get to your money. You can't go. Something go wrong. You know. So I think you should have a cash option as well. But basically, the way things are going now is like we are at the mercy of the government. But this is what I say to the government. I don't want to say I don't care about that, because I do live in this world. But at the end of the day, God is the governor. You understand? He's governing over them. So whatever they want to plan with their weird stuff that they're thinking up and planting up and manipulating society, listen, at the end of the day, God is in control. So I don't get, like, when my friends call me and say, oh, are you storing up on food? Are you doing this? I said, no, I'm not. Because you might be planning up to store up on food, and you got to leave the food in your house because some disaster come upon you. So I don't want to live my life in chaos. You know, I just want to live. I just want to live. Put God first and just live. When you put God first, you keep moving. You know, you just don't put God first and, oh God, you waiting for something to hit you. No, you got to put God first and just let life ride. You understand? Yeah, man, I just finished eating my lunch, and I got that in my spirit to come talk about these weird things going on in society. And I'm just like, you know, it's to the point where like, even like if you're doing production, like if whatever production it is, when I'm production could be at your work environment. You're doing production, you know how you want the place to be laid out, you know the employees that you want, the type of environment that you want, the aura of the place that you want. You know how you have your mission statement, and you know how you want to project in the future, right? Same thing. You have an event coming up, whether it's in church or in the club, wherever it is. You have to see it first. You have to have everything, see it first, write it out, and then it will come little by little, right? So as it's coming together, if you have to eliminate some things, then you eliminate some stuff. But what I see people doing is just like putting it up, and then what they don't understand, the people that's in the audience can actually see the weirdism. You know, they could see it. So that's why it's really good. Sometimes I used to be that person that loved to sit in the front seat, but it's really, really good to sit in the back seat sometime, because the back seat is like a show. The back seat, whether you're in the salon or at a game or something, The back seat, you get to see everything, especially when these people like to sit up in the front seat in the church. You sit in the back, you see everything. You know what I mean? You get to see everything. You got to lay it out, because when you sit down and you put this production together, like say, so you got a stage show going on, whether it's in the church or wherever it is, and you planned it, but you didn't sit down to watch the production in the back. You can't see everything. And now when everything come together, the audience is seeing the mess that you make. They could see the mess. They could see the loophole because you didn't check that. You didn't check it. You know what I mean? You didn't check, basically you didn't check over your work. You didn't check your production. You didn't check your employees. Something is missing. One of these things just does not belong there, if you guys can follow what I'm saying. One of these things just did not belong there. It needs to be eliminated. Don't be afraid to eliminate things out of your life. Whether it's a relationship, at your job, you know, you're doing your stage production, something needs to come out because it just does not sit right. And another thing, guys, with all the weirdism going on, right? Thank you, God. With all the weirdism going on, when you are in a professional environment, professional life, they mix it with personal. And when you do that, you could get a lot of legal issues from that. And when I say the weird production thing, I'm going to talk about this yoga studio. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but it was a transsexual person that wanted to change in the female locker room. And I think the gym had something like, no, he couldn't do it. And this transgender person sued the gym and got a lot of money from it, because you know, that whole thing, he, she, you can't say, you know, people could just go where they want to. And that transgender person had a right to go, according to the new society, had a right to go in the locker room. But what about my right as a real woman, that I did not want to be changed in front of a strange man? You understand? No matter what him or her call themselves. What if I did not want to change in front of this person in a female locker room? You understand? So it's just like a lot of weird things going on out here. And this is what I'm saying. When you're putting up your business, right? Your business, your beautiful business that you have in your mind, with all the weird things going on, these are the things, the little things that trial and error is going to make you see. Like this gym had to suffer through that. Never thought about this in a million years, because this is all, I don't want to say it's all new because it's always been there, but with all the new laws and everything, he didn't think about, he or she did not think about those consequences. You know, when you have an establishment, you have to cater to everyone. You got to be very, very careful in this toxic system that we're now living in. And it's toxic, of course. Nobody can, people are so sensitive. You can't say this to that one. You can't say that, you know, don't act this way, don't do that. It's just like a lot of rules out here, a lot of rules. And you gotta be careful, you gotta know what you're doing. And saying that, with the new kidnapping law, where people could just come take your kids out of your household if you disagree with them, if your kid wants to be practice transgender or whatever, and you disagree, there's just certain laws that you could get your kid taken away because of this. Because you are, as a parent, you don't have the right. You don't have the right as a parent, which is sad. When the kids go to school and they want to teach these kids these things, right? They teach the kids whatever they want to teach the kids. I was talking yesterday to a guy, and I was saying, like, when I was going to school, they had permission slips. I don't even know if they have permission slips anymore. It's like everything goes now, you know what I mean? And the thing is, your parents sign it or don't sign it, or you get your friends sign it. You understand? But now it's like they're going to teach your kids what they want to teach your kid. You have no say so. One other Arab guy was having an argument because they wanted to teach his kid this stuff, and because of his religion, he didn't want his child to know that. And I really think they should give the parents the right to opt out of that. But do they? I don't have child age kids, but I will soon find out, because my grandkids will be going to school soon, you know. So do they give the parents the right to opt out? This is why you got to educate your kid. No matter what they put and planting in the kid's mind, you want to make sure your kid is solid. He already heard this at home. Whether you want to have this conversation at home or not, you have to have certain conversation at home about the trafficking, about the transgender. If your kid is 5 and up, it's sad that I got to say this, but it's a creative way that you have to talk to them about these things. You understand me? You gotta talk to them because it's actually happening in society. So you gotta tell these kids. You gotta tell them about trafficking, transgender, good touch, bad touch. You know, make sure they know not to tell too much information about the family on that. Really, they should. Now they have to be on guard. You know, like this is like what's going on in society now. But yeah, I mean, that's all I could think about right now. But it's just everybody is out for themselves. The government is manipulating society and everything, telling you about the money is gonna run out. The money is running out, but you're supporting all these wars. You're giving other countries money all over the place. Like what? I do not listen to that. Whatever's gonna happen is out of my control. So why would I get stressed out about it? Guys, don't get stressed out about these things going on out here. You are going to live. Before money, people used to barter. So you'll be fine. You will be fine. All right? You will be fine. That's all I got to say. Drop it in your comment. Let me know what you guys think. What do you have to add to this conversation? And where do you think the future is heading? Not only in the United States of America, but just worldwide. And I didn't even tell you guys about the sun, the fake sun now. I didn't even go there. A lot of people think that they can't manipulate the weather, but that's a lie. Okay? It's a lot of lies we're being told out here, but if you're fast asleep, you can't see nothing. You're just sleeping. You want to stay in the matrix. Wake up. All right, guys. I'm going back to work now. Please leave it in the comment section if you have anything to add to this conversation. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day.